Hello everyone, welcome to Tech TPLM, a place where you can master programming. Before moving forward to the lesson, I want to remind you that if you like the video lesson, please make sure that you subscribe our channel and enable the bell icon so that you will get notifications when new videos are uploaded. So you will never miss a lesson. I will show a short demonstration about how to subscribe to our channel at the end of this video. Keep watching the lesson. Okay friends, in the last video, which is lesson number 6, HTML lesson number 6, how to give background color, we were learning about what is actually an argument and how to write the style argument. So I remind you in the last video, it's a CSS property, cascading style sheet property, and we'll be covering CSS in a separate playlist tutorial. But to make our learning HTML more interesting and colorful, we are learning some important styles which has to be there in all the websites, right? Okay. So in the last video we were discussing about how to color the background of your web browser. Okay, so like that we have colored a light yellow color for our background. Okay, so we were writing style argument inside the tag, right? Okay, so you might have remember we have written body style, then we write background color, then we give the color. This is what we did in the last video. But you know what? When you are writing style inside the tag, that is called inline style. Inline styling means in the same line of the tag, we are writing the style. Correct? Okay. This method of writing style is having a big problem. For example, you want to give some kind of style for the paragraph. For example, we have one paragraph here, and when you go down, there is another one, there is another one, there is another one, and there is another one. Correct? Okay, so there are so many paragraphs in this web page. So if you want to give blue color for the paragraph text, you might be writing the style inside the paragraph tag, first paragraph tag. But unfortunately what will happen is like it will change the color of that first paragraph only. You got my point. All the other paragraphs will be having the same color, like black color before. And if you want to color all the paragraph, you are forced to write this style argument inside each paragraph tag. Am I right? Okay. Now, okay, that's also okay. Maybe you will be thinking like, okay, we can copy the style and paste it inside all the paragraphs, right? Yeah, that's true. You can copy the style and paste it inside all the paragraph. But the problem is, if you are copying the style to all the paragraphs tag, and if you have 10 paragraphs in your web page, suddenly you change your mind. You don't want the blue color. You want to display the paragraphs in red color. In that case, what will happen? You are forced to go to each paragraph tag and change the color. Am I right? So that is one of the main problem we face when we write style inline. Okay, so don't worry, there is an option in CSS to write style internally. So this is called internal styling method. So in internal styling method, how do we write style? We will do one thing. Inside the head tag, after the title, we are going to start a style tag. Style. So inside this style tag, what we're going to do is like we will call the elements to whom you want to apply the style. For example, I want to style the body, right? I'm going to remove this style from here. So I removed it already and I save it, and when I go back to my browser, you can see now there is no style in my browser, right? Okay, so I'm coming back to my code. So instead of writing the style inside the body, I'm gonna write the style in here. So I will write body, then I will start a curly bracket, butterfly bracket, and I will write background dash color, then I will write Anyway, maybe what, yellow, yellow green, let it be yellow green. Okay, so yellow green and a semicolon. So I have written style inside the style tag, not inside the tag, right? Okay, so I'm hitting Control S for saving, and I go back here. When I refresh, see, my background is changed. Okay, and the benefit comes like this. For example, if I want to apply a color for all the paragraphs text, so I will call the P tag, P, then I open the butterfly bracket and I'm writing color, then I will write maybe blue, let it be blue. Then I save, hit the save button, then I come back to my browser. When I refresh it, all the paragraph is now turned into blue. So I don't like this color combination. Maybe I can change the color of this body. I will give misty rose or something, misty rose. So I hit the save and go back to the browser. When I refresh, you can see the rose color and the blue color. Did you notice? So when you give style inside the style tag by calling the element name, it is changing the style of all that particular element. All the paragraph have got blue color. It's nice, right? It's easy. Correct? Okay. So suddenly I change my mind. I'm saying like I want all the paragraph to be in purple color. So I can simply do what? Purple here. Hit save and go back to my browser window. Refresh it. All of them changed to purple. So it's very easy to change, right? So what if I want to change the color of my heading? So this is H1, right? So I will go back to my code and I will call the H1, and I open the butterfly bracket and I'm giving color red. Okay, when I save it, when I come back to my browser and refresh, see, H1 is changed to red. That's easy. So if I have more H1 in this one, so all the H1 will change it to red. Okay, so we will try with the H2 also. So let me try to change the color of H2. H2 color, maybe what color you like? Green. We will go green. So when I go back in here, when I refresh it, H2 is changed to green. And these are H3s. How many H3s are there? 1, 2, 3 H3s are there. So I will go back to here and I will give H3, open the butterfly bracket, and I'm going to give color, then I will give orange, maybe orange red, right? So I'll go back to my browser. When I refresh, you can see all my H3 changed to orange red. So it's easy to amend. Okay, so if I want to change it back to something else, simply I can change here, everything will change. So that's so easy, I believe, right? So this is called inline style versus internal style. Before, what we have written is the inline style, and now what we have written is the internal style. Okay, now what I want is, like, now you might have understood background color is for changing the background color of the element, and color is for changing the text color of the element, right? So background color is this one and color is for the text. Either it can be heading or it can be paragraph, it can be different types of headings. Any text you can change the color using the color property of the style argument, right? Okay, now we will see how do we change and even you can apply the background color or color to any other element. For example, for my H1 I want to give a background color, so I will give background dash color, then I will choose yellow in this case, and I hit save and come back to my browser. When I refresh, my H1 is now having a background color which is yellow. So background color is not limited to body. Background color can be given to H1, paragraph, H3, any element you want. Okay, and I'm coming back to this one and we have now learned two properties, which is background color and color. Background color is for changing the background color. Color is for changing the font color of the tag output, right? Now let's see how do we give the alignment for the text. Okay, how do we give the alignment for the text? For example, my heading, now heading 1 is in the left side. I want my heading 1 to be in the center. So what I will do is, like, there is a property for that. So that is text dash align. Okay, text that align you can give actually center, left or right. Even you can give what? Justify. Justify is actually used for paragraphs. Okay, so I'm going to give center for this one, and let's see what is happening. Make sure that you put semicolon after that, and I hit save button by Control S, and when I come back to my browser, when I refresh it, you can see my H1 is now in the center. So alignment is for changing the position of things. So center, left or right is used with the heading. So some heading we want to show in the right, some heading we want to show in the left. So when I give right, it is going to the right side of the browser. Okay, I will bring it back to the center. Okay, I hit save. When I go back to browser, when I refresh, it comes back to the center. Now you can see for the paragraph, this side is equal, but these sides are scattered. So normally, if you are a person who always make document like Microsoft Word or something like that, you know about Justify. Justify makes both sides of the paragraph equally like straight. So here it is scattered. Let's try that. So under the paragraph, where do we write that? Under the paragraph here, I'm going to write text dash align justify. When I give this one and when I come back to the browser and when I refresh, you can see all of my paragraphs are now justified. This side is this side is equal. Correct? So now the document is looking little more nice. So we have now learned three major argument used with the style, which is background color, color and text align. Okay? Now we will see how we can change the font style of our text. For example, I want to change all the paragraph into my favorite font, which is Calibri. Okay, so I'm gonna give like font dash family and I will give Calibri semicolon. When I save this one, come back to the browser and you can see this is a paragraph, and when I refresh, all my paragraph goes to Calibri. Wow. Okay, now I want my H1 font style to be Verdana. Let's try that. Okay, so where we will write, we will locate H1 and inside this one we will write font dash family Verdana. And I hit save. Then I come back to my browser. When I refresh, wow, it is changed it to Verdana. Nice, right? Okay, so these are some basic styles you have to apply in all your web pages. This is really important, otherwise your website will not look good. The people will not stay in your website. So the CSS lessons in more details is coming as a playlist. I am preparing that one. But now for making our HTML life little more interesting, easier and focusing, I am introducing some of the CSS styles to make you comfortable. Okay, so now we have learned background color, color, text align and the font family, right? And now let's see another important property for the paragraph. Okay, so now you can see our paragraph in the browser, they are very congested, the lines are very close to each other. So I'll go back to this one, and for the paragraph, inside the paragraph, I'm going to give something like line height, and I will give 1.5 1 EM. Let's see, 1 times bigger than that. And I go back to this one, and when I refresh, oh, this is getting things closer. Let's change the measurement to 2 EM, maybe 2.5 EM. So this is EM is a measurement like same like centimeter, millimeter and all. So when I give 2.5 EM, now my paragraph line spacing is increased. Do you think it's a little bit more So we can go back to this one and we will change it to just 2em. So when I hit back and when I refresh, it's now 2em, right? So now our heading is looking nice. Okay, and all my heading 3 I want to change. I want to change the font size of the paragraphs maybe. So I can give font minus size, font dash size, then I'm giving 1.5 em. So let's see what is happening when I give 1.5 em, it works or not. Yeah, so it is very big. So let's get it back to 1 em. Okay, so you'll be very familiar with measurements when you do more things. One is the same, right? So let's try 1.2. So when I go back in here, yeah, this is a little more looking nice. So now our website is looking a little bit cool, right? Okay, so we have discussed about the basic styles we needed for all our HTML document, which is background color, which is used to give a color for the background of the tag element, then color, which will change the color of the text in paragraph or pre-formatted text or heading types. You can use this color argument, and there is an argument called text align, which is used to change the position of the text, either left, center, right, or justify. Justify is exclusively used for the paragraphs, and font family is used to set the type of font you want to use, either Calibri, Verdana, Times New Roman. So let's change the H2 font family to something else, font minus family. Then I'm gonna give Times New Roman. Okay, so I hit save and I go back in here and I refresh. So it's already Times New Roman, so there is no big changes, correct? Okay, so there you go. So did you notice that I put single quotes for Times New Roman? So if you are specifying the font family which is having more than one word, you are supposed to put it inside a single quotation. That's why I put single quotation. Okay, so these are the initial styles or the basic styles you need to set for almost all your websites. This is actually CSS we are talking about. This is not HTML. This is styling the HTML document using the CSS styling properties. Okay, as I told you several times, CSS we will cover in detail. This is a very simple, just beginning step to the CSS, but you should know this to make your website or the learning more interesting and colorful. We should know all these properties, the basic properties: background color, text align, font family, and line height. These are the properties we have learned in this class. Thank you so much for watching, and if you understand the lessons I deliver, I'll be appreciating, or I'll be very thankful to you if you subscribe to our channel, and make sure that you comment or place your comment below this video to make me excited that you understand what I teach you. And I have been this training for the last 12 years. I am teaching web development, C++, Office, Excel, and all those things. Okay, so I'll be with you in all your steps to become a web developer. And if you have any doubts, anything, you can comment below. Definitely I will reply to your comments. So let's see in the next lesson with the tables, how to make tables in HTML. Thank you so much for watching. How to subscribe to our channel. Step 1. Click on the channel icon or view channel option to go to the channel page. Step 2. Click on the subscribe button. Step 3. Enable the bell icon to get notified when new lessons are uploaded. Congratulations, you are now subscribed and never going to miss any lesson. Thank you.